and gentlemen, welcome back to the Grand Hotel in Gosforth. It's time for the second Pure Organic Drinks IPA World Championship semi-final, and it's a war of the roses. Introducing first, he's come all the way through the qualifiers and taken out a former world number one on his way. Hailing from Hull in Yorkshire, it's the Butcher, Jake Newlove.
Jake, probably a very calm walk through there, and wow, what a great crowd we've got around us. Back in 2016, you had your best run here at the World Championships. Not sure you can remember that far back. You played Craig Marsh and got beat at the quarterfinals. You know, you're now at your furthest stage in this. Do you really believe that you can go on and maybe win the title come tonight?
Yeah, of course. Come to any tournament thinking you can win. You just got to take your chances really and hope the breaks go your way.
And we know, you know, you have to come through the qualifying section. You know, it must be mentally draining to play this many frames. How do you go on, you know, throughout every match, you know, to prove the high quality through day after day to get to where you have got to today?
Certainly a struggle. Just got to keep focused really and just make the most of your time that you're not playing on the table, getting plenty of rest. Just carry on playing as you can.
Well, thanks very much, Jake, and good luck for your match this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Jake Dillon Newlove, everybody.
And his opponent. When he's at the table, he certainly doesn't hang around. Ranked number 15 in the world, hailing from Preston in Lancashire, it's Crowie, Andy Croasdale.
Andrew, you've already made a final already this season. What would it mean to you if you could probably go on and, I know you didn't win on the last one, but what would it mean to you if you could go on and make another one, and who knows, maybe come tonight, win this big one?
Yeah, it'd be amazing, absolutely amazing. Like I said to everybody, I'll try my best, and if it's good enough, it's good enough.
And we always say what an incredible fluent player you are, you know, when we're always on the comms, etc. How do you mentally, you know, go on to, you know, obviously compete at a high level? Because if anybody else plays that quickly, then normally the concentration level goes. How do you continue to keep delivering the performances you do?
Plenty of years of practice.
Is that the
yeah,
only
just
answer?
been playing for that long, yeah, to be honest. But yeah, it's just the way I play. It's usually when I get into a groove, and yeah.
Well, good luck for your match against Jake this afternoon,
Cool,
and good luck.
Cheers.
Well, that's both players ready. Let's get over to the commentary box now, and Liam Roberts.
And we're back. I'm joined here by Scott Anderson to commentate on this match. You alright, Scott?
Yeah, I'm alright, Liam. How are you thinking this one's going to go?
I think I said this earlier, where it's one of them. I think obviously on paper, Croasdale's a pro and stuff like this, but I think people who know Jake, they're not going to be surprised how far he's come, because we all know how good he is, don't we?
Yeah, Jake shouldn't be an amateur. He should be pro by now. You know, it's only him who knows why he's not pro, and well, and the rest of us. But this is going to be a very, very interesting match. I think two kind of different styles, but also both attacking players.
Yeah. Yeah, I think might be like Jake might be a bit more calculated, but Croasdale's a very instinctive player, isn't he? He goes around the table.
Yeah,
very quickly. He knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, he knows the game so well. He's such a good player, and we should know because we both lost to him on this route. So that's why we're sitting in this room.
Yeah, Scott in the last 32 and myself in the last 16.
Yeah, brought bad memories back 2 days ago. I'm going to go Croasdale 3-1 in sets. What are you going for, Liam?
I'll make it fun and I'll go. I want to say Croasdale as well. But I'll go Jake 3-2.
Oh. Jake to break. And that's not a bad break to start this semi-final off.
Make an argument for both colour sets here as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think Jake's going reds.
Yeah, I think purely just for that yellow by the 8 ball, it's a bit awkward to land on with the reds there. The reds there by the right centre as well.
Also, now he goes past the yellow in the bottom pocket as well.
Yeah.
Stun this up to the side cushion. Hopefully leave it not on the cushion, but
yeah, just off.
Yeah, just so he can jump it out a little bit. Stun it off. It doesn't want to be straight there. It might be forced to top this all the way through to the top now, and then take the red at the top.
Yeah, because if he just drops it in and then he's got the one into the right centre, he's nudging the other one towards the cushion, isn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't want to be doing that. Oh, he stunned it. And he's missed.
Yeah, it's held up. An early chance for Crowe.
And people think like these tables are like
buckets.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like the slidey. You know, they're tighter than the others anyway. So
I think, yep, Croasdale's left the skill shot first after this.
Yeah, the red's in the pocket, so it should be just fine to just, especially when it's, as I say, it's so sliding that like that, just perfect. And to get on the yellow onto the side cushion, that's perfect from Andy. Could have been another half a centimetre over, but it's perfect. Really. Yeah, he's played it quite well because if he could have any harder, he could have flicked him the reds in the middle. But he's just wants to be a little bit more forward in this one, so he can just stun over. And he could. Oh, if it goes too far, he'll play the double. I think. No, I think he's fine there. Just stun over. Or he could screw back actually and take the black hit in the middle. He's stunning. Yeah, he's stunning. Great shot those. Yeah, me going. The reason why I'm saying Andy's favourite also, by the way, is because he's got more experience on this TV table. And I know Jake's had many times on this TV table, but you know, Croasdale's already had a match on there. Yeah, you know, he knows how the table's playing, knows what the atmosphere's like. You know, and I think the atmosphere this week's been really good. It's good to see how the arena's been set out this week as well.
Yeah, different to what it has been, isn't it?
Yeah, the new the new arena is a lot better.
And where the people are sitting behind, there's a few screens up as well, so you can see the score constantly.
Yeah,
you can see the match from our perspectives as well.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Screens.
Instead of looking over on the arena, you could look above the what they call it, transit or something.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Go on, I'm going Croasdale break dish. What are you going for?
In off.
No,
Never in off there, is he?
Did you get a ball?
I don't think he has. There you go, we're both down money.
Yeah.
Again, both colour sets aren't bad.
It's not a bad split. It's just the lucky ball's not gone down.
I say that because the two yellows on the left-hand side plant down into the corner, and they're not the nicest, but the yellow in the cluster of reds there is not nice. You can land on it, but you wouldn't want to, would you?
Nah, he obviously thinks that's a plant, so me personally don't like this way. I would have took the red, only because
I think I would have as well.
I just think reds are easier. Also, I just think you can make a lot more mistakes here. There's a lot to do with the white here, these yellows.
Yeah, because you could have played one or two of the reds into the bottom right corner.
Unless he's stunning this in. Oh, no, he didn't even do what I was thinking he was doing. I thought he was stunning into the red and opening that little free ball pocket up, knocking the two reds out of the way, leaving the yellow there. But he could do that same here now. He only needs to find this little bit of side and he's perfect. He's missed again.
And I think he's left the skill shot again for Andy.
See, this skill shot's a bit more awkward. I see, me personally, I'll be taking this red at the top bag and then try and land on the bottom one to screw over. Then you've got a lot more options for the screw shot. The skill shot.
Well, is he just dropping it in?
No. He was aiming for the knuckle. There's still a lot to work. There's still a lot of work here to do.
Yeah,
Jake.
It's not as easy as it might look with 2 shots.
2 shots or 3 shot?
Yeah, the 3 shot.
Going back to the world rules, though.
It's a force of habit. I've corrected myself a couple of times already.
I'm not a fan. There's reasons why. You're just putting more balls around in that little triangle area where the black, yellow, and the red is. He's found the gap. He got lucky. Really,
yeah, a bit fortunate to land on that. But
yeah, I didn't realise he got lucky and found the gap.
Just landing on the 8 ball now, isn't it? You think he'll take it into the top left corner?
Probably the way he's playing it now, yeah.
Just see how he lands off of this shot and then preference after that, isn't it?
Yeah. Or is that... It's a little bit heavy there, wasn't it? But he's come out right. He's definitely going top bag. Just get the rest out. I think he needs it. Black into the top left bag. Pretty standard.
He'll settle his nerves making this, won't it?
Yeah, I don't think Jake will feel the nerves too much. Maybe later on in the match.
Yeah.
When it's like, if it does go 2-2 or goes, you know, the final few frames, that's when I think you'll start seeing it.
Yeah, I heard him talking after his match yesterday with that man there, Marc Farnsworth, saying he was very nervous towards the end of the match.
Yeah, you got to be, ain't you?
Yeah, of course you are.
7-6, Boyle. That is a race to 8. Boyle to break in the seniors section.
We all know what his break's like, don't we?
Let's just have a little quick look at the break.
Frame number 3, Jake Newlove to break. 1 frame all. Time running.
It's just powerhouse. Powerhouse cut break.
Powerhouse, though, that was dry then.
Yeah.
So, Farnsworth was at the table.
Jake's potted. It's a good break, in it.
Yeah, he catches him so well, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's definitely the right colour set because of where the 2 reds are on the side. Yeah, I think he might have left himself a bit awkward.
Sorry.
I said it was a bit awkward. He's got a big shot in the top left bag. And the white ball. He's got to cue this very well to hold. White could go in the middle. Oh, he's cued it well.
Yeah, and a nice finish here from Jake.
Yeah. 2-1. Oh, I thought you missed that. I don't know why. I thought he was going to hit in the knuckle. Here's the women's semi-final. One set to Whitcomb and 2 all-in frames.
So Kira's got that set back from 2-0 down, back to 2-all.
A Welsh semi-final.
That's what I like to hear, Scott.
Haha.
Croasdale to break. Lead trailing.
I'm not getting involved in that conversation.
Time running.
Was that a foul?
That looked like a foul there, didn't it?
Yeah. Don't know if the white hit or not. Is Croasdale's break? Is it in off? Or nearly? It's not a bad dry break. It's not like there's Mary Poppins. You say that, but if that yellow goes in the middle.
Yeah, I think if he plays that in the middle now and kisses the red and goes across, he's... He might be.
Stood in there. I'll just be following it through.
Yeah.
Oh, he's I bet they don't go down the bottom even though. So he might have to nudge this again. What a name to have in it, the Butcher.
He's been doing it to people this week, hasn't he? And that's a nice little touchy shot, that is. Very well judged.
You ever played Jake?
Yeah, I have actually, twice.
Have you?
You won't like me to tell how... You won't like me to say how we got on. I won twice.
I don't think I've ever played him. What's he trying to... Why just punch that in?
Yeah.
I know it goes middle, but...
You're leaving yourself a difficult one next, though.
That's why I just fancied the punching. Punch the red and then... You should have been alright. But like I always say, there's a reason why we're here and they're
Exactly.
on the table. Yeah, he's queuing one, hasn't he? Still got one here to go.
You'll just punch this in, play it comfortable, play it confidently.
Oh, he's going to top through. He's got an angle to top through,
Oh
hasn't he?
yeah, oh, he's just dropped it.
Oh, he's missed.
Missed it.
Wasn't happy. Could have punched that in, couldn't he? From that angle. I don't know, I think that's just a bad miss. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he's put a wanted side on it or something.
But Crowe now with another chance.
Oh, sure into the 2 reds now. Or stood into the 2 reds now.
Yeah, he could do, couldn't he? If it doesn't look like they're touching from our overhead, he might just fancy leaving the plant, maybe. Use the cushion, use the yellow.
I think he's going to play the double. He's trying to leave the stud angle. I don't think he's got it.
He's got a very slight angle, but it's not much to work with, I don't think.
Not to get the... I don't know. Me personally, I don't think it's enough, but...
Yeah, they're not touching.
Which is not a good thing, because it means they'll stick onto the ball, won't it? Yeah, I think, he's about an inch out there, isn't he? Half an inch.
Yeah, I do like your option, leaving the double, but it doesn't look like he is.
I think the double was a better option early on.
Yeah.
Especially the way Andy plays.
It's just the pace that's kept that red out, isn't it?
Yeah. But he had to put... I think he was more straight than what we think, Yeah, it's a good shot. Thought he'd go middle. Shot.
Yeah, he's judged that very well.
Yeah, he could have easily hit the knuckle and gone back over, couldn't he?
That's for 3-1.
Yeah, Andy's not got going yet, really, has he?
Yeah, when he's come to the table, he's always at second choice as well, hasn't he? Not like he's had drop-ins every time. He's had work to do. Kira, they're 1 frame away.
Gosh, he just touched the cushion there.
1 frame away from making it into the final to join Rhiannon and Graham.
Number 5, Jake Newlove to break, leading 3 frames to 1. Time running.
Just playing safe.
Yeah, just taking the pocket.
Ball's gone down.
This was the break. Made a ball, but they're not the nicest of layouts. Good chance here for back there. Yellow's looked on.
That's a good shot. It's just...
As you can see there in the corner, Farnsworth took that last frame, now into a decider, where it was Marc Farnsworth's break.
Yeah, Farnsworth's breaking decider. He'll be praying for a good one there. Like yellow's going to drop. Oh, it's dropped back.
Rocked back.
Naughty. And we've just been told Farnsworth's break was dry. Boils at the table in the decider at 7-all.
This is for Beck to make it
3-all.
3-all in the second set. And it's
Got
in.
it.
So a huge frame now. Because all of a sudden you're one frame away from the final. If you lose that frame, you're now
Yeah,
4
4
frames away
away.
again, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not a nice situation to be in, is it? And then when you get close to getting to that next round as well, like we've been this week, you know, it's just annoying when you lose that set when you should have
Yeah.
won. I think we've all been in that situation this week. And
Feel, I think what the like drained or depleted, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, it's
Kind
just
of.
pretty what you've been. I like the set format, to be honest. I like it. A lot of people don't. I like actually prefer it.
Yeah,
I'd like to see another tournament like it.
you're never out of the match, are you?
No, you can have 2 shocking sets, absolutely mares, and come back and win 3-2.
Yeah.
You'd have to play well from 2-0 down, but
Oh yeah, of course. You can. I think it was worked out. You can lose the match 17-12
that's it, yeah.
and win the match 3-2. So
Imagine.
it's not always the better
I wonder if it's ever happened.
player. Well,
One
he's
day.
tried to. I think he just tried to take the pocket there, but he's got none of it.
That was a poor Frandy, that one. I'm interested how Jake gets this out now, because I think he wanted to be a lot lower, but I might be, or unless free ball plan with the black, get the pocket. Black goes in the pocket. Yeah, it's not there. I mean, I'm shocked that he's doing this. He's playing. He's getting these out. He's trying to. I think he's going for these.
I think the sensible shot would just be to take the pocket, wouldn't it? But and that's what he's doing. But again, I don't think Jake's got the pocket either, has he?
No.
If he plays one at the top of the table here, he can play the plant down the side.
Yeah, I'm intrigued what he does here, to be honest. I think Croasdale might go for this, a little bit, or maybe not. We might have tried that and then got this plant out. If Screening's out, they're all there, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
I'm pretty shocked he didn't.
Yeah, that plant on the right hand side.
You stood into that black gently, get him into the table. You've got one in the middle, one at the top bag, and then you're like, oh, hello, game's on. Now it's just got ridiculously scrappy.
Oh, I'm alright, cheers. And as Scott said then, this frame has got unbelievably scrappy all of a sudden. One of them where Crowy's got the balls to leave him safe at the top of the table, but Jake's also got that ball over towards the corner pocket, which can disturb everything here. He's also got the yellow hiding the 2 reds to block it, so none of them really in control. They could both be in control if they play the right shot. Are you looking at the bread at the bottom right now? Does it go? He's playing this one. He's come a lot lower this time, so he must be eyeing it up. Yeah, none of these guys really tactical players. They play tactical when they want to, or when they need to, I should say. Both more of an attacking style. Not yellow. Oh, wow. It's a great shot. And you'll be happy with that skill shot going in. And like that. A scrappy frame made not so scrappy by Jake Dillon Newlove. And there's the first set. And there's that shot again. Perfect. Scott's back, and I'm also going to be swapping with Dan Fairway to carry on with this semi-final.
Set number 2, frame number 1, and the Croasdale to break. Time running.
Thanks, Liam. Always a pleasure. Into the second set then. Andy Croasdale breaking off. Well, it would be a good start, but that is a horrible layout to be left with. Only easy option is a red to the left centre. There's that one lone red tied up in the balk end. Going reds makes the black more difficult as well, Scott.
Yes. So, which way do you think he's going to go then? Oh, he's clipping this in.
Oh, that's a superb shot.
It's a great shot if he gets the pocket. Wow.
Well, straight into his work early. Now you can see what he's looking at here, because he can't avoid.
And you can see the women's one set each in the semi-finals.
Yep, couldn't avoid that red. Actually caught it a lot less than he wanted to, but it's worked out okay, that. It does now pass down the rail.
Yeah, I'm interested what he's going to do with the black. He's obviously going to go for the double, but...
Yeah, he's pretty much left with no choice now, you would think. Be interesting to see what he does after this shot as well. I think he's going to try and move that red.
Yeah,
he could possibly screw down and aim for the gap. And if he flicks it, he's probably okay. If he doesn't, he's still probably okay.
Oh, he's actually on plum. He's got lucky on landing plum, I think, to nudge the black out now.
Yep. Yeah, this is a nice angle, but he doesn't want to hit the black full here because he won't have a shot at the red.
Oh,
And he's missed the pot. He has missed the pot. So, Jake Newlove springs out of his seat like a coiled viper. Because this is a difficult opportunity, but nonetheless an opportunity he wouldn't have been expecting to get until a few moments ago.
And safety, he's played, which weren't a lot. There weren't a lot else to play. I think Jake could play this yellow fin, put it on top of the red, and put the white behind down the balk line. Down the balk line, down the bottom of the table.
The other end, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was the other way around for a minute.
It's hard to see how Jake can take the finish from here.
Well, that's not the best shot, because now you can get the black and the red out. So Andy, I think, is massive favourite for this frame now.
Well, he's certainly got the opportunity to get them both out.
He cut this over. Like that.
He's going to cut it. He's going to... Oh, I thought the black was going in. I thought the red was going in.
And I thought you were having a heart attack.
Well, probably. But Jake's got an opportunity now because I think he's on this yellow to the right centre. He can open up those two other balls. If he pushes one into a nice position for perhaps a skill shot...
No, he doesn't even need to do that, because what he can do is, if he can land in this little area up here, the top right area, he can play the yellow, whack it off the red of the top left and get the yellow out, or even, like you said, skill shot on that. Or do the skilly now.
Yeah, there's an opportunity here. This is a nice angle. And like you say, he's got a big pocket to the top left, so if he catches the red nicely here... Sort of got to avoid the yellow, so he doesn't have the full red to aim at. If you catch the yellow, it's probably not going to go in.
Like that. And on the black.
Oh, that's not gone great.
It was just, there was no, the conviction was right. It just weren't.
Yeah.
It weren't. So, I don't know. I'd have played it a bit harder.
So he's still got a chance here because he can play this. He's got a massive pocket, so he can probably open up the yellow again.
Where's the red going to go? Or the black, can that matter?
Well,
he says he's got a big bag again.
I was going to say, now he can probably play this cushion first. A little bit of pace to clear the red out of the way. Oh, he's potted it clean. And this needs to bounce. This needs to bounce.
This white's going everywhere.
Yeah, that's about as bad as it could be. The cue ball's going to be close to the red in the top right corner, I think.
I don't think so. I think the white will be... I think it's fitting what you think.
All he can do is just pot this and see where he ends up at this point. He's got the pot. And I think he will take that because you couldn't land much more plum on the double than that.
Wow. Put some lottery numbers on Mr. Newlove. If this goes in, unbelievable scenes. Got it. Nailed it.
That is a fortunate finish, perhaps, but definitely a great one. And Jake Dylan Newlove takes the opening frame in this second set. I mean, that's a great pot. But yeah, he's been incredibly fortunate to land that nicely on the double.
Yeah.
And there we go. There we have it. Jake Dylan Newlove leads by 1 set And 1 frame to 0. Let's pop over to table 1, where Kira Whitcomb and Beck Sweeney are locked in. 1 set apiece. Beck's got this awkward looking 8-ball for the first frame of the deciding set. Felt like she didn't make up her mind there. And she wasn't sure whether to go for a double or whether to go for the straight pot. It looked sort of somewhere in between the two, really. I'll keep you posted on that as the day progresses, as that match progresses. But for now, we're going to watch Jake Dylan Newlove hammer his break, and there's balls flying in everywhere. It's a huge split. It's almost too good, because they've all big cluster in balk that's going to take some working out. Problem red and a problem yellow.
He's screw onto it.
Is he screwing into the other red to potty in the same shot? That's a clever shot. How's it worked out? Not great.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, though, to be fair. I think he's done that because, and it's not like it's not a dig because of the because he's been having the run so far.
Yeah, maybe he's feeling good,
Yeah.
sort of ultra aggressive. I can see that.
Yeah, you're a setter. One leg, and let's go for the 2. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. So is this
I'm queuing well.
Is this the plant, or has he got enough of the pocket here? Well, the red next to the black goes. Obviously got 2 over the pocket practically. Has he got the angle here to just flick this red out? If he doesn't get it, he might be in trouble. Great shot. That's a great shot.
I think Andy could be in a bit of trouble here because nothing's happening for him, is it?
I mean, and that shot there is a frame winner.
Yeah. No, it's all me personally. I'll be taking this in the top bag.
Jake's not seeing it that way. I like this way personally, but
me personally, I'll be taking that top bag, getting this red out of the way, and then getting this red out to set myself up for it.
See, I think he's left himself a reasonable angle where he can just screw sort of across the table, stun across about a foot, and then he can drift the red in and hold for the 8-ball.
You think he can hold for it?
Looks spot on. I reckon so. I think that is absolutely ideal. Just drift, bit of left-hand side. There you go.
I thought it was closer, to be honest.
It's one of them that, yeah, he had to be pinpoint with that position, much further, and he wasn't going to be on that red. So it was a great shot. And he's obviously got the pace of the table down to a T.
Oh, wow.
Seniors' last 16 match. Last 16 match between two of the best players in the world, without a doubt, Marc Farnsworth and Mark Boyle. Boyle at the table. And it looks like there's some legs in that one still to go.
Well, it looks like he's red, so he's in control.
Number 3, Andy Croasdale to break, trailing 2 frames to 0. Time running.
Andy Croasdale makes a ball, but that
They're
again
sort of splitting well, are they,
is
for him?
where the good news ends. I mean, he's hit those so sweet.
Yeah.
And actually, they've all gone over to one side of the table. It's about as messy as it could be. And that's not... These aren't the sort of tables that suit Andy, because he's so aggressive. And he'll always almost always, it seems, go for the finish if he thinks it's there.
Yeah.
And in situations like this, that's not necessarily
A good thing.
no, unless you're absolutely fizzing and you're playing the best pool of your life. Even the best in the world aren't going to take these out every time.
I'll tell you what, he's got a chance here.
Yeah. I mean, and it would be an exceptional finish. Got a couple of different options here. Down quickly.
Well, he's got a chance again.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, he's got to play the plant, hasn't he? He's nicely on it now, because it's quite a thin
Watch the black.
contact on the second yellow. Oh, he's overcut it.
And left a big pocket.
See? He's a joy to watch, Andy Croasdale, but he didn't even walk round and line up that plant. And it's a plant. It was not straightforward. And you just think, if he goes round and has a look at the angle, does he hit that any better?
He's probably getting a bit frustrated, did he?
Oh, almost certainly. I would be in his situation. Just nothing's coming out nice for him at all. And like you say, even that one, he's not covered the pocket. That 8-ball flies through there. And he's left reds pretty nice.
That's different.
Yeah, Jake's played a
I think he's
terrible
tried to.
shot.
I think he's tried to open the red, yellow there.
Well, Jake now needs another good shot in this frame. Got a couple of options. Taking the straightest of the three. So he's just going to drift this in. Oh, punched it in beautifully. What angles he left himself here. Doesn't look like the outside of the two reds will pass to the top right.
They played down the bottom.
Playing the big pocket. It's clever, really clever. Just made it absolutely unmissable.
Oh, where is that yellow going?
Oh, it's very definitely covered the 8-ball. So now, well, there's a lot riding on these next two shots because Jake, he's trying to leave himself an angle, the perfect angle, to stun through the gap and land roughly where his hand was, just there on the side cushion. It looks pretty good, this. If he avoids that middle yellow and gets the pace right.
He hasn't.
He hasn't got the pace right. He got
Double in the
into it
middle.
just a fraction too much.
Double in the middle.
Possibly. He's still looking. Is he looking at the double in the middle?
Yeah.
Don't think it goes off the yellow into the corner. I mean, he could cut it, but that cue ball's probably going into the right side.
He's doing
right
top
corner.
right pocket.
Gone for the double that he's not judged the slide. But if you are Andy Croasdale, isn't that just typical? Jake makes a mistake, but he's pushed the black into probably the worst place on the table you can put a ball. As a result, Jake's going to get another bite at the cherry. Not an easy one, but if you get a good contact and you get that 8-ball moving, you never know what might happen. And it's only a one cushion escape. Good hit. Good hit. Is he going to get a bit lucky? I would say so. He's covered the pocket for that yellow. And it means that Andy Croasdale now is going to have to play a terrific positional shot if he's going to get out from here. This doesn't want to be too thin. It's quite thin.
I don't think he really minds. I think you can hit this yellow full in the face. Off the cushion. Or the black. If he hits it a bit thinner, he hits the black.
Yep.
And the yellow go in the middle.
There's it
Put side on it.
It can go wrong. This.
Perfect. He's played it well.
He did. And it's just what the doctor ordered.
What he's got to do is pot this bit top spin. Missed it. Oh.
Oh, the bag.
I'll just do what you do when he's done. He's missed it. Oh.
Wow. Wow. No need. But that is well needed for Andy Croasdale. Looked like it might be 3-0 in the set, but he's back to 2-1. That could be a very important frame for Crowie. Still some life in the seniors.
Boy's got ball in hand.
Yep. Life in the old dogs yet.
And the women.
Over on table 1. Yep. Beck Sweeney, Kira Whitcomb still fighting it out, but it looks like Kira has just made an error. She leads by 1 frame to 0 in this deciding set, but what a chance this is for Beck Sweeney to regain parity. She's telling the cue ball to slow down there, but it's pretty good. Just be able to screw on and off the top rail. Oh, Beck. Oh, that's a horror miss. That's going to be tough to come back from, Scott.
Yeah, mentally. It's going to hurt, that one. Especially in the side of the set.
Yep.
You ready for your big doubles match later, Dan?
Nah. We've got each other, haven't we? Is that right?
Apparently.
A small matter of a World Championship quarter-final yeah.
In between everything else.
Yeah, we don't mess about. We like to keep ourselves busy, and we certainly manage it. It does leave us a bit light on commentators with me, you, and Dan Davey in that one.
And Liam.
Well, yeah, Liam, of course, has gone off to play in his match.
What's pickers do these days?
Oh, nothing. Lazy, really.
Sack him.
Well, yeah, you would, but, you know, it's not my job, that. Marc Farnsworth is in all sorts of trouble. Back on table 3. I mean, a 2-cushion escape. He potted out of a 3-cushion escape in his, what was it, last 16 match. No such luck this time around.
Yeah, fouled again.
Yeah, but pushed a red awkward.
Fancy Boyle here.
I mean, it's hard not to fancy Boyle from anywhere, is it really?
Don't know, didn't know he was your type.
I knew that was coming. Still work it.
Free ball. Mr. Boyle.
Yeah, he's got a decision to make, really. Whether to stick or twist here. He's got the 1 free shot, so I'd imagine he'll be moving that red in the middle of the top rail there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he's not done it yet.
There's a slightly awkward one over on the left-hand side as well. Wonder whether he's just trying to work out maybe a way of getting both out in the one shot.
Leading 2 frames to 1. Time running.
Gladiators have returned to the arena.
Foul play today, though.
And Jake Dillon Newlove has struck that break sweetly. He's been rewarded with a reasonably nice looking table, but not gimmies. Would probably love a red starter here, but he doesn't really have one. He's got a very fiddly one. You're not taking that onto the left centre.
No, it's probably taken, I don't know, 2 or 4 lines, isn't it?
I feel like he's forced into yellows here, but the yellow in the middle of the table is a bit awkward in that it doesn't go to either centre pocket. And getting on it to the corners, you've got reds blocking. But the big problem really is the yellow that's adjacent to the black, which is going to require some working out. And Jake's turning down the opportunities to go yellows to take on a very tricky red. And he's missed it.
Croasdale.
And Andy Croasdale is going to have a chance on reds, and they do all go, because that one that's sat next to the 8 ball still passes, and is actually quite a nice ball to get on that 8 ball now. Those 2 reds that are glued together are going to take a little bit of working out.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if one of them goes in the bottom pocket between the 2 reds.
Another opportunity passes Andy Croasdale by. May not be the last one that he gets in this frame though, because Jake he's got some work to do, that's for sure. The 8 ball doesn't go if you're yellows. So it's not just that tricky yellow next to the 8 ball, it's also the 8 ball itself now. Looks like Jake's looking at getting into it now. He's got yellow to left centre. Off the bottom rail and into the back of the 8 ball I think would be ideal. Oh, that could not have gone worse.
You will not be happy.
That's a pretty horrendous outcome.
So it's the first thing that's gone against him, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I don't know if he can see the yellow in the middle of the table to the top left. I don't think he can, but I mean, if he can and that goes, it might not be that bad. Well, he's going for that, but he's playing it with a bit of swerve. No, not enough. Not enough. So Andy Croasdale will return to the table. And Andy Croasdale will miss.
Wow.
The red over the pocket. Well, I say over the pocket, that's harsh. But the red near the centre.
Make it sound so easy.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was a delicate little shot, that.
I was nowhere near where he wanted to be. He would have been bottom half of that.
I think Jake wanted a little flick on the other yellow there. Hard to know whether Jake was going for the cut or the double there. I think it was the cut. I think he missed the ball completely.
Well, I think he went for the double there.
Did it go though with that red where it is next to the centre pocket? Wouldn't have had a lot of the pocket to aim for.
Oh, I personally thought he went for the double, but
I mean, I'm honestly not sure. He missed the double by a long way, but equally, if it was the cut, he missed the ball. So, not a good shot, whichever way you look at it.
Yeah.
And perhaps the tide is just turning, because although things aren't really happening for Andy Croasdale, things don't appear to be happening at the moment for Jake Dillon Newlove. And if Andy
starts to get going, it's going to be hard to stop him.
Yeah. Yeah, when Andy fizzes, he really does.
And it is good to watch.
Oh, awesome. One of my favourite players to watch when he's really going at it.
Oh.
He gets down and knocks the one down the rail. And it's 2-2 in the second set. Back to the ladies' game. And that could be a very long frame. Pockets covered galore. So Beck Sweeney on yellows has control of one pocket. Kira Whitcomb with control of two. That's going to take some working out. And, well, Mark Boyle and Marc Farnsworth, they're still going at it.
Number 5, Andy Croasdale to
And Marc Farnsworth is at the table, but what on earth do you do there, Scott?
Not a lot. Oh, he's in off. Croasdale's in off on the break. That's not what he needed.
Just when things started to look as if they'd turned Andy Croasdale's way, fate deals him a bad hand, and that is a bad hand.
That's harsh enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a bad one.
Yeah, he's oh no!
Oh no!
Jake.
That's a loss of frame, isn't it? No.
No, that's just a standard foul. I'm fairly sure. Yeah. It wasn't intentional. I think if it was intentional, it might be loss of frame. But he's clearly just dropped the cue ball there.
Oh my god! It's because I've never seen it. That's what I was asking.
Well,
he's not gave loss of frame, but
there's some nervous energy out there. That's for sure. And that is personified by that mistake from Jake Dillon Newlove. I don't think I've ever seen that in a professional match.
It's not a professional match.
Well, pretty much. That's a fair point, but pretty much.
I can't believe what I've just seen.
Well, what a moment in the match. What a moment for both of these players. For Jake Newlove, this is going to be hard to get over if Andy Croasdale takes this frame, and particularly if he takes this set. For Andy Croasdale, it is a lifeline that he would not have been expecting. But there is still a problem red here. That red...
Such a clever shot.
Above the 8 ball.
Got to drop this in now, did we?
That is not the shot for Andy Croasdale, is it?
I don't get that shot.
I don't understand why he's played it that way. I feel like he could have dropped on that red from the one down the rail.
And take it top bag.
That red should have been his last ball.
Top bag or middle bag.
Yeah. So now he's got to play a similar shot and get back to a similar position to where that red on the rail was, from a much tougher position.
I'm shocked.
He's right on the rail as well, so he can't... If he could play this with a bit of right-hand side, it would be easier. But he can't, because then he could use the 8 ball as a blocker. This is so tough. No, he's not. Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it.
Imagine if he kicks it in the top bag. Oh, yeah. That bit of shot.
Yeah.
I don't think the yellow's in the way for it. Finn goes middle bag.
I mean, can he actually hit it from this angle? It looks tough. I don't think this
He
is...
can hit it. Oh my god. Imagine if I called that.
Imagine if the shot had happened, let alone you call it. Good effort. Great effort there from Andy Croasdale, but it's a problem of his own doing, and look at the mop-up job he's left here for Jake. And not only that...
After Jake's mistake.
Andy Croasdale has just allowed Jake to get over that mistake immediately. And that, for me, is... It's going to wound Andy even more than the mistake would have wounded Jake.
Yeah.
Top left corner of your screen, we have a result. Finally, Mark Boyle has defeated Marc Farnsworth. Scotland beats England in that particular encounter. Jake's just slightly underdone that one. This cue ball's going to be running towards the 8 ball, so it looks like he's screwing on and off the side rail, and that is a beauty. And he's going to lead 3-2. 3-2 in the second set. As Beck Sweeney has ball in hand here. So it looks like Kira went for the game. Didn't get it. And now Beck's given herself a problem. That has not worked out at all.
What's she done there?
I mean, I'd be tempted just to lay up here, I think. Just not try and pot it. Oh, wow.
No.
That is a momentous mistake. What's Kira doing here? Why isn't she just popping the cue ball behind the... Why didn't she just put the cue ball behind the 8 ball and take it into the other corner?
Oh my god. They're both nervous, that's all it is.
It's pure pressure. Pure pressure. Is she going to nail this double now? Oh, wow.
And...
Has she left it safe?
Yeah, because look, they don't go... Wow.
That is unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Well, there is so much drama on table 1 that we're just going to stick with it just for a moment longer.
Up and down. Big up and down.
Well, Beck Sweeney will be livid. Kira Whitcomb will be thankful and grateful, I think.
Yeah.
Because that was a horror show. A couple of moments there. But we move on. What a great break. What a great break that is from Jake Dillon Newlove.
This to go 2-0 up in sets.
Yeah. And got an issue with the reds and yellows here. Decision time.
Reds.
Jake Dillon Newlove is up. Well, I can see the advantages of both here, but that's not a great opening shot. I think he wanted to leave himself on the one closest to the right-hand rail, because I think you can get on that and then pop the other red out. I think what he's landed on now is not very much at all. does have the plant, which he's missed. Well, there's nerves in the outer arena, and there are nerves in the arena too.
We giving Croasdale a chance to get the bad yellow out here now. You could put your red here by mistake. Right, he's got options here.
Yep. Now that is interesting. A lesser spotted Andy Croasdale safety shot there. And he's tied things up quite nicely.
I think it's because he's 3-2 down in the second set. I think that's why he's done that. But
I mean, I don't hate it. Is there a chance that Jake pumps this one in and tries to get across into the cluster?
Maybe.
That's the attempt. Not amazing. Not worked out beautifully. Jake Dillon Newlove with what was supposed to be a containing safety and almost one of the flukes of the tournament there. But he will be very pleased with the outcome of tying up the red. He will not be so pleased with the outcome that Andy Croasdale has left him. Total snooker. Chance perhaps to play a swerve shot here. Here we go. And if he makes this, he'll have to go for it. And it's a great effort. And I think it's a bit of a result because I suspect that red is just far enough in the pocket that it's covering that yellow down the rail for Andy. Oh, but this is a horrible snooker. I don't think it's quite a re-rack situation. There's definitely a gap for a cue ball to the right of that yellow ball, but is it even possible to get the cue ball out of here? Let's have a look. What can Jake Dillon Newlove do? Oh, what an effort! What an effort! If he'd made that, he'd have raised the roof. It's astonishing to think that he got too much action on that cue ball from where he was. But just to get it out of there without clipping the yellow in itself was a big achievement. Take another look at that. Great effort. Great effort. And what has Andy Croasdale done here? He's dropped himself right on top of the yellow. I think it's touching ball. Oh, Andy, what have you done? This is a horrible little shot. And if he misses it, he's going to leave the frame wide open. And he has. And it is. And Jake Newlove has a chance to get over the line in set number 2. And better than that, he's got a big pocket. He needed to use the big pocket. He's got another chance. He does need to clear, ideally, that yellow out of the way for the 8 ball to make this finish as easy as possible. There you go. Doesn't want... Oh, that's a nasty little flick. And he's found the gap as well. Can he see this red? Can he pot it? Is he going to have to just roll onto it and double kiss it? This is the frame that's had everything. Going off the side rail. This is massive.
He's not going to be close to the black, surely.
Screwing it
He's put
in.
the whites in.
Well, 1-3 shot.
How do you get a cue ball through that gap?
And not even touch the red.
Not even touch the red. This is a ridiculous frame of pool. This game is ridiculous.
Watch it. It'll double kiss now, the red.
I was going to say, what is Andy Croasdale doing here? Because this is dangerous. Because that red's not guaranteed. I don't think. Oh,
That's better. That's better.
I mean, it's a great result, but it could have gone wrong. That.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, this match has swung one way and then the other. Just in this set, more than I have possibly ever known a match to. Just in the last 2 frames, frankly.
Andy just needs to make sure he's on the right side so he can get down on the black. Like that.
Three all in the second set. 3-3. I'm speechless, dumbfounded, you name it, I am it, because these last couple of frames, I've just not seen anything like it. From Andy Croasdale leaving himself touching ball after a routine shot, Jake Newlove dropping the cue ball. It's absolute madness, frankly.
White gone past the red without touching it.
Yeah, another one. And actually, how Jake ended up where he was when he had to take that shot on, how he found that gap with the cue ball was astonishing.
Room number 7, Andy Croasdale to break.
Kira Whitcomb there.
All. Time running.
The second ladies semi-final. She is 1 frame away. Beck Sweeney needs all remaining 3 for her place to face Rhiannon Graham in the Ladies World Championship final this evening. Now, what is happening here for Andy Croasdale? The cue ball looked like it was tracking towards the pocket, but it was knocked away. However, it's not good news because there is nothing else down.
Wow.
You have to think he's going to take these out. And yet, there is a small part of me that wonders. That's not perfect. I think he's trying to land on the red on the right-hand side straight away from this shot. And has he finished just a little bit too straight here? Might be a reroute required. We can just punch out towards it. And the cue ball just about stops in time.
You're on the wrong side of this, you know.
I think he can probably just screw it back, can't he? And hold for the red to the centre. Or even get further up. Perfect. At the risk of cursing him, these are easy now.
Yeah, these are now. Middle. Top left.
I'm a little slightly surprised at that one.
Middle. Top left, then black in the bottom right.
I just feel like if these were your last 2 balls, the 2 that he's taken, he could have gone up first and then gone middle and had this shot to land on the 8 ball.
I think you're right.
Fair enough.
It was different, didn't they?
Yeah. And he's still very likely to get these. Don't get me wrong.
Well, maybe straight.
But he's a bit straight now. So he's either got to leave distance or he's got to screw on and off the side rail. And things can happen. Distance it is. This is not as easy as it could have been.
This is for 2 sets to love. I fancy, I don't know, this is where the pressure shots are, isn't it?
Yep. Big pressure shot. Missed it. Missed it.
Oh my God. That is pressure for you. That is what you call a turning point, I'd say.
Well, it could be.
Because they're going to punish him.
There's nothing easy to start with. Is this a flick into the centre or is this a safety shot or is it a little bit of both? It's a safety shot. It's not great. He's not covered that up and down for me there. Jake can hit this quite comfortably.
Is it the yellow?
Hit the yellow.
1 free shot, 1 visit. 5 running.
Now what do you do?
Clear him up.
Yeah, but you like to mess around with the black and all that, don't you?
I get what you're saying. You can make the 8 ball easier here. You don't want to be pushing it towards that bottom right corner though, because you don't want to cover it. So, I mean, he's just going to open up the yellows and try and get the 8 ball into a nicer position. That's all right actually, because that yellow that looks like it's covered, that can be his last ball now.
Yep.
He can take it to the bottom left.
It should be 1 settle.
Should be.
And I think that is what you call a lifeline for Mr. Croasdale.
Oh, unbelievably so. And it's not the first he's had in this set.
Is it out yet?
Yeah, I'd love to be a bit straighter on this one. This isn't over just yet.
It is.
Drifted down.
That's a great shot. All he's got to do is stun this into the side cushion. Back over into the middle of the table.
Doesn't want to leave that second last yellow thin though. That's
Perfect.
a good shot.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just doesn't want to miss this now.
That really is the curse the commentator's got.
He's played that well.
Really nice.
Oh, wow, in here.
And Kira Whitcomb with a black over the pocket will make her first World Championship final. The young Welshwoman will play Rhiannon Graham next on the stream table. There's going to be a little bit of a break, I think, between this semi-final and the ladies' final. But that will be the next game on at the conclusion of this second open semi-final.
Set number 3, frame number 1. Jake Newlove to break. Time running.
Well, Andy Croasdale will be thanking his lucky stars that he got an opportunity in that last frame, the deciding frame, of set number 2. But he made full use of that opportunity. And isn't it always the way? When you've given up an opportunity, a break comes out a bit awkward. With that said, if Jake can play this plant on yellow, red to yellow, first off, these yellows are actually pretty inviting. Perfect example there from Jake Newlove of how playing the correct opening shot can make a frame look so much easier. And that's very nicely controlled as well. Jake looks to have put that previous frame immediately out of his mind. He knows how big it was, but it's not phasing him. Takes a nice finish out to go 1-0 up in this crucial third set. Here is the schedule for day 3 on the main table. Of course, Gareth Hibbert came through a titanic match with Simon Ward. First up today, winning by 3 sets to 2. Now have the match you're currently watching, Jake Dillon Newlove against Andy Croasdale. Then we will have the ladies' final, Rhiannon Graham and Kira Whitcomb. Both of those two ladies making the final, meaning there will be a new name on the ladies' trophy this year, but there is not guaranteed to be a new name on the Open Trophy. Gareth Hibbert looking to be the first person to win 2 IPA World Championship titles. But who will he face? Will it be Andy Croasdale or will it be Jake Newlove? It is on tenterhooks. That's a very nice little shot there from Andy.
Adam Myerscough, top table please. Adam Myerscough, top table.
Has this just gone a little awkward? He used the yellow there as a big pocket. Has he got to play this as a plant? Or will the red slide past? Well, he thought the red would slide past, but he didn't get it right. And this is a big opportunity now for Jake Dillon Newlove. What a steal this would be. positional shot. Doesn't want to flick the red, has avoided it, has overplayed it to make absolutely sure he's got a shot at this 8 ball. Tucks it away with consummate ease. Jake Dillon Newlove leads 2-0 in this third set. He has put the disappointment of losing the second set immediately to the back of his mind. Just see Gareth Hibbert there making his way around table 10.
Table 8, please, in the Masters quarter-final, Andy Edgecourt, David House. Andy Edgecourt, David House, table 8, please.
Gareth Hibbert is taking on Wayne Fryer currently
Frame number 3.
in the Masters.
Newlove to break, leading 2 frames to 0. Time running.
It's a great match in the Masters, Wayne Fryer, Gareth Hibbert. Probably the two favourites for that competition, taking each other on at what I think is the quarter-final stage. Jake Newlove is going to have to find a clever shot. It's a good break, makes a ball. Cue ball's safe enough. But there's a tricky area. Apologies, that Gareth Hibbert Wayne Fryer match is actually the last 16 of the Masters. Gareth Hibbert currently 2-all. Certainly has a lot of pool left to be played potentially. Still in the quarterfinals of the mixed doubles as well. Had made it through to the quarterfinals of the seniors, but I think I'm right in saying he's pulled out to presumably concentrate on other events. Newlove has real problems with this finish, and I suspect he may not be going for this pot. This might be a pocket covering exercise. And it's pretty good. He might have liked it a bit closer to the pocket though, because Andy can flick off that red with one of his yellows and break it out. And if he flicks off hard enough, he probably gets the 8 ball out as well. So a bit of an error that from Jake. Be a ballsy shot to take on from this position. But equally, it's a good time to do it, because if he makes it, then great. If it doesn't come out quite so well, he's got more opportunities. There's the shot. So used the red, cleared it out of the way. He did one of his 2 jobs in that shot. Unfortunately, the only yellow he's landed on is the one that was perfect to break the 8 ball out. Doesn't appear to have enough angle here to do it either. So he's going to have to break the 8 ball out with his last shot, with his last yellow. So now he is trusting to luck. And he's left this quite thin. Get a full ball contact on the 8 ball and sort of stop the cue ball quite dead, this should be alright. And he'll take that all day long. Really good shot. Got the correct contact on the 8 ball. Made sure that the cue ball didn't go too far away from his work. And he finishes it off. That is an excellent frame winning clearance from Andy Croasdale. And well required at 2-0 down in the set. Super shot that. all to play for still in this semi-final. Just when it looks like one player might be getting away from the other. Claw each other back in. Jake there, supported by his England teammates, Dean Shields and Dan Davey, in the back of shot there, and in the back of that shot as well. Yeah. European team champions, well, 3 of the members of that team sat there, but only one of them can be the IPA world champion, and that is Jake Newlove. At the moment, it's Andy Croasdale's mission to stop him.
Extension, please.
Andy's having a look at the table here. He's got an opportunity to break that black and awkward red out with his first shot, but he's not going to take it on. Which surprises me slightly, if I'm honest. Feel like he's almost going to have to wait till quite late on in the finish now to get that red and black out into open play. And at that point, things can go wrong. Well, what's this? Is this a safety shot? He's gone for the double. He's gone for the double. He nearly got the cocked hat. What he's actually done is turned the table over with not a bad chance for Jake here. Okay, you can argue that the yellow to the left of the cue ball from this camera angle is very awkward, and you'd be right. But he's got a yellow in the centre of the table, the one closest to the right centre pocket, which he can use to drift down and land on it. The 8 ball is awkward, but not the most difficult cross double in the world. Jake's trying to screw around the back of that yellow now, is he? Nice little contact on the red. He'll take that all day long. This cue ball looks to be drifting quite nicely across table for the yellow down the rail next, so that would be another problem solved. Punched it in with some confidence. I like that. Jake Newlove, what have you done there?
No, 1 free shot, 1 visit.
Thought he was probably going to take the yellow down the rail, but that's a terrible shot. And now Andy Croasdale has the perfect chance to level things up in the set. An unbelievable shot. You can only really attribute that kind of thing to the pressure that these two are under. This would be a momentous achievement for both of these players, for anyone. But given the field that these two have come through, there are very few people that would have put their money on either of these two being in the semi-finals, with no disrespect meant at all. And I think they both feel as if it's such a great opportunity, because if you get to the IPA World Championship semi-finals, you expect to be playing Boyle, Farnsworth, Hibbert. Andy breathing quite heavily there. Looks relatively calm, but you can tell there are some nerves under that pink exterior. Still lots of pool happening in the outer arena. Lots of mixed doubles, masters. That's a mixed doubles game there on table 4.
Newlove to break. 2 frames all. Time running.
And of course, be jumping over to those events tomorrow as Jake Dillon Newlove continues a fine run of form when it comes to breaking, at least. But you'd have to say it's not been vintage apart from that aspect of his game. He's left a really awkward table here. Just a safety shot. Just containing Andy Croasdale. It's easier said than done. Andy just returns the favour. Leaves the cue ball welded to the top rail as well to ensure Jake can't play a similar shot to the one Andy has just played. Pretty decent return. It's a bit harder to see how Andy can leave Jake absolutely nothing from this position. Is he taking on a plant here? Is this red onto yellow? Is he trying to pot the red? Wants to get the yellow moving through. If he does. And it hasn't worked. But it's probably not fatal just yet. It's difficult to see Jake getting out from here. Don't know if the red and yellow near the balk line are a plant. If you could take that on, then there would be an opportunity on reds. There'd still be some work to do in this bottom right corner, but it's possible. But the plant didn't quite go. It was hard to see whether it was perfectly lined up or not. And his turn to go reds. Now, is he going to try and break out that difficult red early? No, he's not going to go after it just yet. Clever move that, because the red he's going to take now currently goes. If he starts going into those balls beforehand, then it could quite easily knock this one safe. So I can definitely see the advantage of this. Does that red pass down the rail? That's a bonus. Didn't think it went past the yellow, but Andy clearly does. It's tricky to get the cue ball out from here. Got to avoid the jaws. And got to make the pot as well. Got to make the pot. Jake is one good shot away here, you would think, from a great opportunity. There's the good shot. How's the cue ball going to end up? If it keeps running, that's okay, because he can cut the middle of those three yellows back. Nice kiss on the red. Very nice kiss on the red. That is absolutely ideal. Doesn't really have... I was going to say doesn't have anything to do with the cue ball. I thought he was going to stun it and play that yellow up to the corner. I think he's just the wrong side of this one now. Should just be able to push it through. Land on yellow to bottom right, which he can. So he can drag this one in. Hold for the last yellow to the same pocket. Routine 8 ball. We'll see him go 3-2 up in the set. Jake should have taken the last set, really. Inches in front once again. It's brilliant from the butcher. But it has not been brilliant all the way through. This has been a nervy, tense affair. See Jake there just trying to relax himself. Coming up next, Rhiannon Graham versus Kira Whitcomb in the ladies' final. We think that will be around the 5:30 mark. That is subject to change.
Andy Croasdale to break, trailing 3 frames to 2. Time running.
Andy Croasdale needing a ball here. Oh, not the cue ball. But it's rattled off the jaws and stayed away. Now, how's this chance? Not absolutely straightforward, that's for sure. Immediately made his mind up to go yellows. The big problem here then. The yellow on the right hand side of the table, that one near the 8 ball, it looks, I don't think you want to be dropping that in the centre. Has he played on it for a double? It's a massive shot if he has. I think he's had a look at it. I don't think he's come round. I I don't think he's come quite far enough to play that, but I feel like that was in his mind because he's now left that awkward yellow really isolated. He will do well to land on that. If you can get sort of towards the short side of it, it will go to the centre or the corner, or even the long corner if required. This is a great effort. This is a great effort. Oh, he's found the gap, has he? That's a terrific shot. But he will have to play another one. I imagine he will leave that yellow until last now and take the long yellow first. Looks like a perfect angle. Nope. Well, perhaps it didn't go. And Jake Newlove is at the table with not quite tap-ins, but not that far off for the third set. Jake will be leaving that red closest to the cue ball for last, with the right bottom right corner pocket out of commission for the 8 ball.
Referee, please, to table 9. Referee to table 9.
Would love a friendly flick here. Cue ball onto red. That's about as friendly as they come. Lovely shot. Lovely positional shot again from the Butcher. And he is killing it. He leads by 2 sets to 1. Fantastic stuff from Jake, but Andy will be sat shaking his head. Again, another set in which both players will feel they had the opportunities to win it, and one player will feel they threw those opportunities away. In this case, it's that man there, front and centre, Andy Croasdale. Definitely will feel that was a chance that has gone begging. But at 2-1, Jake may become favourite, but it's still anyone's game. All to play for here at the Grand Hotel in Gosforth. As we mentioned earlier, the ladies' final will follow this. That will be the first of 6 World Championship titles awarded this weekend. It will be Rhiannon Graham or Kira Whitcomb crowned in that next match. Following that will be the open final between one of these two and Gareth Hibbert. Gareth looking to be the first man to win 2 world titles. There'll be quite a gap between them as well, 2016 and 2024. And then tomorrow we will be bringing you all of the finals. The mixed doubles, the doubles, the masters and the seniors, not necessarily in that order. To complete a wonderful week's pool. action on tables 2, 3 and I believe 4. It's Tony Halpin and I think Matt Brannan on table 2. Steve Wall and Rich Swaffield on table 3. Both of those matches are in the Masters section, our over 50s section. Swaffy and Wall are locked in at 1 apiece. And Tony Halpin 3-1 up over Matt Brannan. And these are quarter-final matches in the Masters, so these will be the last matches of the day in that competition. Whoever gets through these will be playing tomorrow in the semis. Swaffy, we've seen a fair bit of him this week, had a terrific run in the main competition. Well, looks like he's playing at his usual lightning pace there on table 3. Just underdone that one a smidge. That yellow's so safe on the bottom rail there, it takes quite a lot of the pressure off this 8 ball. Not that you would know there was any, the way that Swaffy has stroked that one in. Yeah, the action continues here all throughout today and tomorrow. We will bring you as much of it as is physically possible.
Set number 4.
But for now, Jake's back in the arena,
Time running.
ready to rumble. Andy Croasdale will break first in set number 4. And he's possibly just played the most crucial shot of this finish. Needed to land on the red in the balk end. Taking his time over it, but I think he's okay. He's not okay. He had to try and throw it in with a bit of side. He's left Jake Newlove very straight on this yellow in balk. And he just misjudged the slide off the cushion of that previous shot. Didn't quite pop out far enough. What then can Jake do from here? Couldn't really do a lot with the cue ball with that shot. Doesn't look entirely happy with the position he's left himself in here. I wonder whether he might be forced to play the plant. No, he's going across table now. This doesn't look like it goes past the black. So is this off the cushion, off the black? It is, and it's a terrific shot. That is a fabulous hit from Jake Newlove. Let's take another look at that. Brilliant stuff. It's really, really delicate, but Jake does have the option here to drop this one in the corner and play the yellow long up the rail. I think this is the plan. If he can drift that in dead weight, then he finishes on the other awkward yellow to the right centre. And if he pushes through from there and gets anything close to straight on the last yellow, it's not that difficult to finish. So this is a huge shot. It's a little wide, is it? No, it's perfect. It's a great shot. He has stunned it, so this isn't quite as straightforward as it could have been. Put everything into the pot there. Now needs to screw on and off the side cushion and get the cue ball out. Didn't want to catch the red. Definitely didn't want to miss the pot. It looked as if Jake had done all the hard work in the frame. He has left Andy a problem. He's left him a problem, red. There's not a perfect ball to cannon into it. The red closest to the bottom left, if he plays that hard, he's going into the yellow, and the yellow is travelling towards the red, which could be helpful. But he's decided against it. Just playing the safety. And it's a pretty good one. Oh, what a shot, Jake Dillon Newlove. Swinging it round the angles and finding the potting angle. It's superb, and he's on absolutely nothing. A beautiful effort, you have to say. Take another look at this. It's an astonishingly good pot. But the angle of final contact meant that cue ball was never going to come out nicely. And, well, if the last pot was difficult, getting that yellow going towards the pocket, this one looks pretty much impossible. And he's not going for the pot. He's not trying to make anything happen. He's just trying to make life awkward. And the referee's called a foul there, so I'm assuming it wasn't a total snooker. It looked for all the world like it was to me, but I'm not right behind the balls. Referee Rick Lloyd makes the call. Frame. Jake Dillon Newlove was in control of that one. It's Andy Croasdale who comes away with the win. So he leads in this fourth set by 1 frame to 0. It will be fascinating to see if this goes to a decider, how the nerves hold up. They don't appear to be holding up all that well. It's been an error-strewn performance from both players. I think Jake is deservedly in front, if I'm honest. Do you think he shaded it over Andy? But set play can be cruel. Huge break. Got a lot of balls moving off that one. And has been rewarded with a yellow dropping into the top left corner. What's that cue ball, Jake Newlove? Doesn't look great. Not sure if he can see enough of the red near the centre to pot it. It's a bit of swerve, is it? Now, this is a very tricky plant up the rail. These pockets do play a little more generous, we all know that, but this still needs some real attention, and there's no way that's dropping, surely. And it's not. It got closer than I expected, I have to admit. But Andy Croasdale will come to the table. Well, has he played on the skill shot immediately? You'd think he'd want to be a bit more behind it than this, but equally, I think he had a look. He's turning that down. Good option for me. Going round the table. He's so expansive with his cue ball, Andy Croasdale. He really does let it sing. And when he's on form, it's beautiful to watch. But when he's not quite at the races, things can go wrong. Things can go awry. And they have. But he has got good cover on that bottom left pocket. See that Jake's not entirely enamoured with that. Jake's tried to go into it, and it's a terrific effort, you've got to say. Not there. So he's got probably one more bite at the cherry. I'll just drift this one in. Oh, he's played a safety. He's played a terrific safety. Love the effort, that. Total snooker. Could have been really nasty, this, but actually it's quite an easy escape for Andy. Jake would have liked to have got a bit closer to the red. Now it's decision time. Does Jake feel like he can pop this one over the pocket and screw the cue ball through the gap between red and cushion? If he doesn't, he gets a good contact on that red. This could open up nicely. Quite. Wanted a fuller contact with the red to stop the cue ball from flying all around the table. And what is he left with now? Very little. Is it worth going for the skill shot? We know on these tables, if you catch that first ball pretty full, you've always got a chance. He's gone for the double. He's going to fluke it. He's going to fluke it. It's going to go safe. It's got no easier. The fluke has, in theory, made no difference. I say he's fluke. I mean, if he's played that, then it's... Because the double didn't look like it went. So did he play that? Credit where it's due if he did. Oh, no. Well, credit where it's due, and then the credit's all gone. Because not only did he not hit the red, knocked the black in the corner as well. Unreal stuff, this. A roll of the eyes and a shake of the head from Jake Newlove as Andy Croasdale bursts out of the arena. Walking with purpose there. Got a good crowd in for this one. Like I said, there's plenty of support for Jake. There's doubles partners behind him. They're still in the doubles, I think. Alan Robinson. In the sort of mustard coloured shirt. And then there's Dean Shields and Dan Davey. As I mentioned earlier, current England teammates with Jake Newlove. Decent numbers in for this one. Back to the Masters action. Out on the outer tables, 2 and 3. Rich Swaffield, Steve Wall on the left-hand table. Tony Halpin, Matt Brannan on the right-hand table. Rich Swaffield leading by 2 frames to 1 there, and looks like he's going to go 3-1 up. Tony Halpin currently at the table. He is 4-2 up. And there is Gareth Hibbert 6-3 up against Wayne Fryer. I believe in the Masters that's a race to 7. And it looks like that's the handshake. It is. So we've just seen Gareth Hibbert win yet another match. What an unflinching surprise that is, to see Gareth shaking hands with an opponent before moving on to the next round. He will play Bash Maksud in the quarterfinals. Whether that will be today or tomorrow, I'm not quite sure, because obviously Gareth does have somewhat of a big game coming up later on today. Just a small matter of the World Championship final against either Jake Dylan Newlove or Andy Croasdale. Of course, as we mentioned many a time at this point, before that we'll have the ladies' final between Rhiannon Graham and Kira Whitcomb. That will be hitting your screens around about the 5:30 mark. Depending on this match, of course. This one isn't over yet by any stretch. Andy Croasdale leads 2-0 in set number 4. And if Andy Croasdale can hold it together, you would expect it to be 3-0 after that break. That is a bit of a beauty. Just underdone that a bit. Forced into going reds, but actually these aren't simple. The 2 that are close together down towards the bottom left corner, they need opening up, so there's an opportunity to play red off of red and do that. But Andy not landing on that red on the top rail from that first shot could be a little bit of an error here. Well, he wants it badly enough that he's going to try and make it happen. This is a really tough shot, and that is nowhere near. Now Jake Newlove with an opportunity. Obviously problems of his own on yellows. Trying to land on that awkward yellow now. That is a tremendous shot. That is a touch of real class from Jake Newlove. Straight is okay. Not too bad. He's got to screw back, ideally just past the middle pocket here. He hasn't got far enough. Now this gets a bit trickier. He can't get behind the 8 ball anymore, you wouldn't think. He might have to leave a double. Just going to try and stun this on and off the side cushion. Leave it as good as possible on the double. Can he get in behind it and play it off the red? Well, perhaps it does go. It looks really tight. If you catch this too full, then it's going to hit the near knuckle. I wonder whether it might just go cushion first, might be slightly easier. Cushion first it is, and cushion first it goes. Jake Newlove takes his opportunity. That's a terrific finish. Gets himself back in the set. Important frame to win that. You don't want to be going 3-0 down in the set. Jake now fully back in the hunt in set number 4. Swaffield looking in great nick once again. Every time we come to the table, he seems to be winning a frame. I think that might be 5-2. Back to the main event. When it's not going your way. He says that. Perhaps it is going Andy's way. That's a better leave than I thought. That's a terrific shot as well. That red doesn't want to cover the yellow, and it hasn't. So that's worked out well. It's a little awkward to land on that yellow that the red didn't quite cover. Just to the underside of the 8 ball there. I don't know how well that shot's worked out either. And he would like to be probably on the one on the left hand side, and I think it might just be covered by the red. You can see there that the yellow in the middle of the table will pass this bottom left corner. Oh, this is cushion first. This is tough. This is missable. That is a terrific pot. But he was never going to be assured of good position. And This is going to have to be one tremendous shot. Jacking up, he's got to get the yellow to the top left off the side rail with the cue ball, just like that, but it's overrun. He couldn't hold it. And now the only thing he can try and do is kick it in off the side rail. You can see him there lining up the cue. This is a huge moment for Andy Croasdale, because if he doesn't get it, it's hard to see that he's going to leave a difficult table for Jake. This shot is makeable, but my word, it's tough. It's really tough, and he hasn't got it. And Jake Newlove will come to the table with the opportunity to level the set.
Extension, please.
What a plant that is by Jake Newlove, by the way. And he didn't leave him a huge amount to go at, and I think that was played with a certain amount of safety in mind, by which I mean quite a lot of safety in mind. Nevertheless, still on this red to the centre. Still okay here. And he's played that really, really nicely. Does look like Jake Newlove is going to take this frame. It's hard to see too much going wrong, but this next shot is crucial. Needs a nice angle. This is perhaps a little straighter than Jake would like. It's easy to see these slide on the top rail and grip a little bit too much. He's played it with a decent amount of running side, and he finishes absolutely plumb straight on the 8-ball. This for 2-all in the 4th set. It's there. Great stuff from Jake Newlove. And more opportunities missed and opportunities lost. Andy Croasdale now. Rich Swaffield has just hit an unreal shot out on table 3. You caught the back end of that one. Stunner. He leads Steve Wall by 5 frames to 1. Looks like that's going to become 6 frames to 1 in the race to 7. Tony Halpin there is 6-2 up against Matt Brannan, and has somehow found a gap that doesn't look like it's there from here in trying to pot that yellow, but that would see Tony through to the semi-finals. He only needs the 1 more frame. Swaffy has made a mess of things and yet again recovered them. What a finish that is out on table number 3. Is he going to finish it off? You bet he is. How's Andy Croasdale's luck? It seems to be flitting between good and bad throughout proceedings so far in this match. Right now, after that break, I'd say it's pretty average. Not an easy table at all.
Extension, please.
Jake Newlove's turn in this frame seems to be very few dishes in this match. It's been a bit of a war of attrition and also just a war of mistakes. Both players, when faced with slightly tricky finishes, haven't been able to manage to knuckle down and take them out. Jake, though, with an opportunity now to give himself 2 frames to win the match. These reds go, the 8 ball goes as well. You'd love it to go in the middle, but that yellow is too close to it. But it does go to the top right. Here is a big shot. Jake's tricky, acute angle here. Needs to screw out of it. And he just about finds the way. Off the far jaw, but it doesn't quite bounce out completely. There's one more shot to be played. Spin this off the cushion. Lots of running side. Get yourself back across the table. Check side rather. Get yourself back across the table. And straight on the black. Didn't need as much side as I thought. Thought he had a bit more angle than that. This to go one away from a place in the World Championship final. Heart of the pocket and a round of applause from this expectant crowd. Jake Dylan Newlove needs one of the next 2 frames to find his way through. To a World Championship final. Croasdale knows the game may be up. It is out of his hands now. Jake will definitely have the chance here to break and clear. Andy Croasdale may have put his hand on the table for the last time in this year's World Championships. So much depends on this next shot. Where's the cue ball? It's safe. But it is dry. It's a really awkward table. That yellow. Deep in red territory in that bottom right corner of the table. He's causing all sorts of problems for both colour sets, really. Reds are probably a slight favourite for control of the table just because that yellow is there and it's so isolated. Hence the double. Andy now able to potentially pot this red. I'm not sure if it goes, but if it doesn't, he's at least able to cover the pocket, you'd think. It does go. So, Andy Croasdale, do you stick or do you twist? He's got the opportunity to really take control of this frame. He also has the opportunity to try and blow it wide open. He's trying to blow it wide open. It's a good shot. It's a great chance now. It's all going to come down to what will be quite a fiddly 8-ball down the rail. Andy wants to get close to it. He needs to get quite close to it. Is he too straight on this red? Does he have enough angle that he can screw back behind it? I think he's okay. But he hasn't hit that well at all. He has not hit that well at all. What do you do here? Do you cut it down the rail? Do you even play it quite thick and try and play it off the yellow? Or do you take on the double? He's taken on the double. He has nailed the double. A show of emotion there from Andy Croasdale. A fist bump comes out. He's still alive in this World Championships. He's come up with the big shot at the crucial moment. It just about caught the near knuckle, but it wasn't enough to keep it out. Brilliant, brilliant shot under extreme pressure from Andy Croasdale. And he levels the set at 3 frames apiece. With Andy to break next. Are we going all the way in this semi-final?
Frame number 7, Andy Croasdale to break. 3 frames all. Time running.
Huge break in the context of the match, that. And it is broadly good news for Andy Croasdale. He's made a ball. The cue ball's safe. He's still at the table. He is in control. However, it's not a great table. Not a great layout at all, actually. And he is very rarely a man to take a backward step. I think he was playing for the double there, but he's not going to be too disappointed with the result. It was always likely to mess up that yellow for Jake. With that said, Jake only has 1 yellow that doesn't have a pocket. And there is a ball next to it that could potentially be the key to unlocking it. plant first. And he didn't. And now Andy is in a similar position. He's on this red by the racking line. He tried to play it off the other red there, and I think he's made a bit of a tactical error there, because I think Jake, perhaps not from this position, but I do think Jake can play the yellow. It's sort of free in that area, off the two reds. Play it off both reds and either get the pocket or even pot it and get the other yellow out. This is a massive shot. Oh, he missed the first red. He's got second prize. This frame, given the context of the match, was always going to be a tension-filled one. The way it's gone, it was never going to be a quick fire break dish, was it? And he has left a tempter. So I think just going to try and take the pocket here. Little bounce. That's lovely. That's really nice. Jake is in the driving seat. And he's just going to try and get the reds away from there. Get them out into open play. It hasn't entirely worked that. And with there now being a safe-ish red on the right-hand side, is it worth Jake taking the risk? He could play the yellow to left centre and then go full bore into the area that's causing him the problems. He doesn't fancy that. What's Jake looking at now? I mean, does the yellow below the black pot off the other yellow near the corner pocket? No, he's not. He's just biding his time here, Jake. He knows he is in the driver's seat. Andy Croasdale can get a pocket of his own here, mind. He's got to be really delicate. He can't really afford to pot this red. It's hard to see with the contact that's bound to happen that he can avoid it. In any other way than that, just by not hitting it hard enough. That's a good shot.
On table 10 in mixed doubles, please. Hussain and Rogers, Morley and Egan. Hussain and Rogers, Morley and Egan, table 10, please.
Nice shot from Andy. He's slowly working his way into the ascendancy in this frame. Is Jake going to bite the bullet? He can see that the tide is turning in the tactical battle. Things aren't quite going the way that he would like. Nope, he's not going to pull the trigger just yet. I'm a little surprised. There's been a couple of opportunities where Jake could have... He's got that yellow over the bottom left corner and it's in such a nice position just to screw across the rail and into the cluster. I think Andy's spotted that danger and that's why he's put that red in the way. Well, that certainly changes the complexion. Jake's going to have to go now. Can he find a way to put the cue ball down to the right of the black and yellow with that as his last yellow? If he can get there, then this is the opportunity he needed. Great shot. That's a superb pot. And the angle looks utterly ideal. Just a little bit of top, maybe a trace of right hand side as well. If he gets right in behind, it's hard to see it going wrong. It's a great shot. It's not perfect. He's on the rail. He can't screw back. He's going to have to leave the 8-ball either long up to the top right or into the right centre, which is a tricky little shot. Either of these are tricky. He's going to take it long. He's right behind it. This is the moment for Jake Dillon Newlove. This for a World Championship final place. He's hit it hard. He's hit it into the centre of the pocket. Spectacular shot. A fine performance from Jake under enormous pressure. And he is well and truly congratulated by his supporters behind him there. Stunning stuff from the man they call the Butcher. It wasn't a classic. Make no bones about it. It was a scrappy, tense, tough to watch at times affair, but not every game can be a dish fest. And the thing is, this one means the most. This is the World Championships. This is the one everyone wants on their CV. A fantastic performance in the end from Jake Newlove sees him through to his first World Championship final by a scoreline of 3-1. Andy Croasdale with a terrific performance in this competition to make the semi-finals, but in the end the final was just a bridge too far for the man they call Crowie. You can see already the ladies are starting to take their seats for the ladies' final. I don't think they'll be starting absolutely immediately, but we'll find out that and more as Marc Pickworth is in the studio with Jake Dillon Newlove.
Thanks, Dan, and wow, truly another incredible world semi-final. Jake, I can see you shaking a little bit. It must be so much emotion, and that roar at the end, you've got to be incredibly proud.
Yeah, I don't know where that last finish come from, to be honest. I felt like I just had to go and give it a shot. Yeah, I'm queuing that black thinking, I don't even know if I'm putting it. Yeah, just good to get over the line.
How do you feel currently? I mean, obviously there's so many emotions going through your head. You know, mentally, you've been playing since Tuesday. You know, it must be incredible to achieve a world final.
Yeah, I don't know what my full expectations were coming here, but well, I've surpassed them just by getting to the semi-final, let alone the final. I don't even know. I held myself together at the end.
You're definitely short of words, there's no doubt of that. But you know, we mentioned back in 2016 you made the quarterfinals. You was really superbly happy with that achievement. But to get to a world final, wow, what an achievement that is. You've got to be super, super proud.
Yeah. Like I say, if you'd have told me at the beginning of this week I'd have been in a world final, I'd just said you're laughing, like you're just joking. Yeah, just hopefully play well in the final and see how that goes later on.
A little bit about the match and the semi-final, because obviously, you know, you've got to play a lot of frames to try and get to a final. I mean, Andy, you know, we pushed you throughout, just probably weren't at the races on a couple of the sets, but it's all down to timing, isn't it? And you took some really big clearances out at very important times.
Yeah, his break definitely let him down in the first two sets. And I missed that long black for 2-0 as well, which before would have definitely got in my head. Never had the best temperament, still probably don't, to be honest. But I managed to hold that game together, and yeah, Andy played really well as well. It was just the odd shots here and there that probably let him down in the end.
Well, you're going to have a little bit of time now. I don't know how long, probably a couple of hours at least. So I bet what you're going to do to use that time.
Just relax, really. Get something to eat, and then just see how it goes this afternoon. It's all you can do, really. Just have good preparation for matches.
And the final, it's the best of 7 sets. Does that really, can you really do anything else now? What you need to do, try and just get yourself fully rested in some way, shape or form?
Yeah, the format doesn't really change anything. It's just a longer game. We're all used to playing longer matches in practice, so it's just a matter of keeping your composure out there and just letting the breaks go and see how it runs, really.
Well, a big well done, Jake Newlove, and you're into the world final, and we'll be seeing you later on. Thank you very much, Jake.